We'll start with a chant of Om for a couple of minutes, then go into today's meditation. Sit relaxed. When you are comfortable and ready, you can close your eyes gently. Sitting straight but relaxed. First, we will enter into body relaxation, whole body relaxation, and then into the non-dual meditation. I will call out the name of each part of the body, visualize it and feel that it is relaxed. Feel that it is relaxed, feel that part of the body growing heavy as if there is a downward pull. Heavy and relaxed. Left foot, relax. Left ankle, relax. Left lower leg, relax. Left knee, relax. Left upper leg, relax. Whole left leg, relax. Right foot, relax. Right ankle, right lower leg, relax. Right knee, right upper leg, relax. Whole right leg, relax. Waist, relax. Tummy, relax. Chest, relax. Lower back, relax. Upper back, relax. Left hand, relax. Left wrist, relax. Left lower arm, relax. Left elbow, relax. Left upper arm, relax. Left shoulder, relax. Whole left arm, relax. Right hand, relax. Right wrist. Right lower arm, relax. Right elbow. Right upper arm, relax. Right shoulder. Whole right arm, relax. Neck, relax. Back of the neck, relax. Back of the head, relax. Top of the head. Forehead relax, right eyeball relax, right eyelid, right eyebrow, left eyeball relax, left eyelid, left eyebrow, nose relax, left cheek relax, left ear relax, right cheek relax, right ear relax, upper lip, lower lip relax, tongue in the mouth relax, relax the upper jaw, lower jaw, chin relax, whole face relax, whole head relax, whole lower body relaxed, whole upper body relaxed, whole body relaxed, feeling heavy, relaxed, breathing normally, in breath, out breath, whole body relaxed. Whole body relaxed. Notice that we are aware, we are conscious, we are aware, we are awake. Body is relaxed, breathing normally. Direct your attention to the sounds you hear in this room, near you, sounds outside the room. Far away sounds. Notice that these sounds appear to you, the awareness. Whatever the sound, it appears to you the same awareness, the same consciousness. Whatever we hear, it appears to awareness. It appears in awareness. Whatever we see, there is awareness. Whatever we smell, taste, touch, there is awareness. Things that we hear or see come and go, awareness remains the same. When we breathe in, there is awareness. When we breathe out, there is awareness. When thoughts come and go, there is awareness. Good feelings, we are aware. Not so good feelings, we are aware. Memories arise and subside, we are aware. The intellect understands, but we are aware. Perceptions change, we are aware, unchanging. Thoughts come and go, we are aware, unchanging. Memories come and go, we are aware, unchanging. Emotions arise and fall, pleasant and unpleasant. We are aware, unchanging. And when we do not see anything, we're still aware. Similarly, when we do not hear anything in deep silence, we are fully aware. If we do not smell, taste, or touch anything, then also we are aware. If we do not remember anything, still we are aware, the same awareness. If we do not think or try to understand, still we are aware, the same awareness. In the complete blankness, no experience of the world, no experience of the body, still mind, we are aware. Awareness is there. Even if the world were to disappear, we are aware. Throughout our waking days, we are aware. And then in sleep, in dreams, we are aware. It is the same awareness. The waking world has gone and dream worlds have come. We are aware. And dreams subside into deep sleep. We are aware of the blankness of deep sleep. Waking, dreaming, and sleep come and go. We are aware. Perceptions may be there or not, we are aware. Memories may work or we may forget, but we are aware. This awareness neither increases nor decreases. The body may be healthy or sick. Body may be young or aged. Awareness is neither young nor aged, neither healthy nor sick. It is just awareness. Alertness increases and decreases in the mind, but awareness does not increase and decrease. You're aware of the alert mind and senses. You're aware of the sleepy mind and senses. Body changes, awareness does not change. The world changes, awareness does not change. The mind changes very fast, the awareness does not change. Breathing normally, relaxed. Apart from the world, apart from the body, other than any thought and memory, no thought, no memory, what does this awareness want? What does it need? Without reference to the world, body, mind, memories, desires and feelings, this awareness needs nothing. It is ever complete. Apart from the world, forgetting the body, no thought, no perceptions, no memories, this awareness, what does it fear? What is it anxious about? Nothing. There is no fear, no anxiety, no possibility of any fear or anxiety. Apart from the world, apart from sensations, apart from body, apart from memory, apart from the mind, this awareness by itself, what is it waiting for? Nothing. It is complete. Birth is a change of the body, aging is a change of the body, death is a change of the body, not awareness. Awareness is not born, nor does it age, nor does it die. Happiness and misery are changes of the mind, not of awareness. Likes and dislikes are in the mind, not in awareness. You're ever free of bodily changes, age and death. Awareness is ever free of desires, likes and dislikes. Ever shining, always there. Time is experienced illumined by this awareness, and all of space is illumined by this awareness, which you are. Relaxed, breathing normally, deep relaxation. All that we ever experience is experienced in awareness. And when all experience is gone, there is nothing to experience, awareness still shines. You are immortal, ever fulfilled, never changing. The witness, the illuminator of changing phenomena. You are the light of lights, you shining, everything else shines, you shining, the mind shines and the senses shine and the world is revealed. By your light, everything here is illumined. In this awareness, perceptions arise. Notice. In me, the ever shining awareness, this sound arose, played around and faded away. Notice. This sound is nothing different from awareness. It appears as object to me, the awareness, but it arose from me. When it arose, I was there as awareness. When it played around, I was there through and through as awareness. When it subsided into me, the awareness. I, the shining light of awareness, am the very material of this sound. This sound is nothing other than me, the awareness. Gently notice this sound. It's arising, it's playing around, and it's fading away gradually. Breathing normally, relaxed. In me, the awareness, just like this sound, all sounds arise, play around and disappear. They are nothing but me. In me, the awareness, all forms and colors and shapes arise, play around and disappear. They are nothing but I, the light, the awareness. Similarly, all smell and touch and taste arises in me, the awareness, plays around and subsides. Just like this. It is nothing but me. In me, the awareness, the breath arises, in-breath and out-breath. Notice, as you breathe in, it is arising in awareness. And as you breathe out, it is arising in awareness. Breathing in, breathing out, entirely in awareness. The sensations which constitute our body arise in awareness, play around in awareness, and subside into awareness. Everything that we see arises in awareness. I am that awareness. Every other being, every sentient being, every non-living thing, they all arise in me, the awareness. They are nothing but I, the awareness. The whole universe of experience is one with me. None is an other. Whatever I experience, I'm experiencing myself, the awareness. When I shall hear the sound, let me note, it is none other than I, the awareness, which is magically appearing as sound. When I shall see anybody, I shall note, it is I, the awareness, appearing as this form, as this speech, as this behavior. There is no second. I am non-dual. I am awareness. Breathing normally. You're relaxed and aware that you're sitting in this hall, in the retreat. Be aware of the sensations of the body touching the chair, and notice how they are appearing in awareness. These sensations are arising in you, the awareness. Every action that we do arises in awareness and is nothing but awareness. We shall chant Om 3 times together and notice that while you are chanting, notice it is just like the sound appearing in awareness. Your chanting of Om is also appearing in awareness. These omkaras appeared, played around and disappeared in you, the awareness. They are nothing but you, the awareness. Just like this speech, all our actions, whether we move our hands or feet, whether we walk around and work, they are all appearing in awareness, beginning and ceasing in awareness. And they are nothing but awareness. All actions are awareness. Now, gently, when we open our eyes, the universe of forms will appear to us, the body and other forms. Note that they are all appearing in this one awareness which I am. Gently open your eyes, looking down at your hands. This form has appeared in awareness. This body is nothing but I, the awareness. And gently look up. Whatever we see is nothing but I, the awareness. Whoever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we sense, whatever we think or feel, is I the awareness. There is no difference between this meditation and life. Then this life itself will be non-dual meditation. Now we shall see verses 138, 139. 138 and 39. These are the verses which we just practiced. We'll see how. What we did just now, these are the verses, 138 and 39. This is basically all non-dual meditation. This is the source code, the DNA of all non-dual meditation, what's going on. 138. Karanam vyatirekena pumanado vilokayet anvayena punastadhi karye nityam prapashyati. One should first look for the cause by the negative method and then find it by the positive method as ever inherent in the effect. Very abstract language, but it is actually referring to our life itself. What is the effect? Our experience of life. This is what we are having now. This is called karyam, effect. In this, he says, find out the karanam, what is inherent in all this and in and through all our experiences. How do you find it out? He says by the negative method, vyatirekena, neti. First, relax the body, shut out the world. Don't see, don't think, don't speak, don't see, smell, taste, touch as far as possible. Relax your interaction with the world of senses. Slow and rhythmic breathing, and then relax the internal organ. Do not remember. Do not think about what is present also. Do not think about the past, that is remembrance. Do not think about what is present also. Drop it. Do not try to understand. Drop it. Do not even think about yourself, the ego. Drop that also. Neti, not this, not this. You are aware and you reach the irreducible awareness which cannot be dropped. To you, this world and the dropping of the world appears. You, the consciousness, awareness. Notice the karana in the karya. In everything that we experience, notice that there is awareness. Whatever we see, that's what we did. In everything that you see, there is awareness. Awareness means not in the thing you see. In you, the awareness, the thing is appearing. In everything that we hear, it's because of awareness. Awareness is there. The things we see changes. The things we hear changes. but the awareness is constantly there. And notice, this is a very subtle point but important. It is not that they are appearing to you. What you are seeing is appearing to you. What you are hearing is appearing to you. No, they are appearing in awareness. Please try to understand, grasp the difference between appearing to awareness and appearing in awareness. What is the difference? Let me elucidate this. If I say the world is appearing to you, for example, whatever you see is appearing to you, this is common sense. Everybody will agree. But if I say it is appearing in you, we hesitate. The reason is we think we are this body and everything is outside. So it's not in me. But if we stand as awareness, I'm aware of the body, I'm aware of the room. The room is in my awareness, the body is in my awareness. I take the standpoint of awareness. A bit like a dream. In a dream, you might be sitting there and the world might be around you. You might think, I am here, this is the world. When you wake up, you realize the whole thing was in my mind. Similarly, this whole thing is in you, the awareness. So whatever we see is appearing in me, the awareness. Whatever I hear is appearing in me, the awareness. Not as an argument, as a fact actually. This is a more honest way, more accurate way of describing my experience. Whatever I smell, taste, touch is appearing in me, the awareness. Therefore, the objects which I see, hear, smell, taste, touch, if they're appearing in me, the awareness, what are they made of? Nothing but awareness. Do the objects constitute a limit to awareness? This is a philosophical way of saying, for example, is this a limit to my seeing, that it is something other than my seeing? No. No more than a wave is a limit to water. There is a lake there. In the lake there are small waves. And there is water. Does the water end where the wave begins? No. It is smoothly outside the wave, at the margin of the wave, in and through the wave, and beyond the wave also. The wave is a movement and arising in the water. Seems distinct, but it's arising in water. And it is water only. Similarly, think of everything that we see as an arising in the lake of consciousness. As nothing but consciousness, appearing to be distinct. Because it appears to be distinct, it can now be experienced. Consciousness itself cannot be an object. It is God pretending to be not God. Consciousness pretending to be not consciousness. What is it pretending to be? Form, sound, smell, flavors, touch, hot, cold. It's consciousness only. That is consciousness, being mischievous. So, the objects do not constitute a limit to consciousness. They do not constitute a second entity apart from consciousness. Not second, therefore, not dual, non-dual, advaitam. Consciousness is non-dual, you are non-dual. So what have we done? We have seen, in every experience we have seen consciousness. By how? By the negative method. Stop the seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and notice that underneath every experience there is always consciousness. By the negative method, eliminating the objects. That's why you calm down and settle down, be stilled, no objects. You notice you are aware. Then you notice in every experience of every object, whenever you're seeing, you're aware, hearing, you're aware, smelling, you're aware, tasting, you're aware, touching, you're aware. And your thoughts, emotions, memories, you're aware. And all of these sensations and the internal thoughts, emotions, memories, they arise, play around and disappear back into you, the awareness. Just like waves in the lake. Just as waves in the lake do not make the lake dual. Similarly, sensations, perceptions, memories, thoughts, desires, they do not make consciousness dual. It is same consciousness only, just like the lake being in all the waves. This is called Anvayena punastadhi karye nityam prapashyati. Initially look at consciousness apart from the objects. Then in every object, notice consciousness. Nityam, continuously. Because continuously opportunities for noticing consciousness are coming to you. Right now, full of opportunities for noticing yourself as consciousness. In whatever we see, whatever we hear. Whatever we hear, see, smell, taste, touch is nothing more than just as we experienced this arising in the calm lake of consciousness, this sound, and then disappearing back again. All our experiences of life are like that. He says, Karye nityam prapashyati. But then, one more question arises. Why are you making a distinction between the lake of water of the water of the lake and the wave in the lake? As you said, the water of the lake is water, the wave is also water. Water is not a cause which produced an effect called the wave, something separate from it. It's not that water ejected a wave and wave came out of the lake. No, it is the water alone. So the causality of water is lost because there is no effect called wave. Similarly, the causality of consciousness is lost because consciousness has not produced any effect. It is consciousness alone, only appearing as its various effects. What are the effects of consciousness? What are the so-called products of consciousness? Sights, smells, taste, touch, thoughts, emotions, memories, whatever you experience in life. And also the absence of those experiences. Deep sleep, closing the eyes, same consciousness. Yeah. Then we go to verse number 139. Karye hi karanam pashyet, karye hi karanam pashyet, paschat karyam visarjayet, paschat karyam visarjayet, karanatvam tato gachet, karanatvam tato gachet, avashishtam bhaved munihi, avashishtam bhaved munihi. One should verily see the cause in the effect, then dismiss the effect altogether. What then remains, the sage himself becomes. See, don't go too much by these translations. Listen to what I am saying. Even like there's a bracket and an alternative method is suggested. No alternative method. It's the same method. It's from 135 to 139 is the same method. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Listen carefully to what I am saying and match with your own lived experience. Don't try to force your understanding according to this translation. Translations are always imperfect. So, karye hi karanam pashyet. What is the practice of non-dual meditation? In every experience, note the presence of consciousness. Paschat karyam visarjayet. Then drown the effect in consciousness. Drown the sights in consciousness, sound in consciousness. Drown means recognize that though it is appearing as an object, it is nothing but consciousness. Recognize that the wave is appearing like that, it is nothing but the lake water. It's literally every bit of that. We have given a name, wave. It has a form. It is a kind of activity. Therefore, it seems to be different. But it's nothing but the water of the lake. Similarly, everything that we experience, perceptions, thoughts, feelings, memories, is nothing but consciousness. Nothing but you. Body also. So we have drowned the universe in consciousness. We have submerged the universe in you. Then, karanatvam tato gachet. Then you cannot say that consciousness, Atman, Brahman is the cause of a universe, as if the Brahman produced a universe. It's produced nothing. It is just one. What remains after this? Here is Shankaracharya's beauty. The perfectly realized person. He strikes exactly at the nail on the head, What remains after this analysis? Avashishtam bhavet munihi. You remain. He could have said, what remains is consciousness, what remains is Atman, Brahman. No, 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 no. He wants to make it as intimate and personal as possible. This is the most intimate thing, most personal thing. You remain. At the end of this Vedantic analysis, at the end of this non-dual meditation, you remain. Where? This is the universe. This is you remaining. Yes.
When you just said, don't pay attention to the translation, it just came to mind what you just said. It's like the Madhyamaka Buddhism. There's just nothing. Nothing ever was, nothing will ever happen. Just simply nothing.
Emptiness, yes. So the question was, so it's like Madhyamaka Buddhism, that nothing ever was, nothing ever is, nothing ever will be, it's just emptiness. Yet, remember, emptiness and fullness are the same thing.
Who knows emptiness?
Who knows emptiness is still one step lower. Then you come back to yourself as consciousness. But the Madhyamaka Buddhist means it in an even deeper sense. You, the pure nature, call it the Buddha nature or consciousness, pure consciousness, what we call pure consciousness, Atman, Brahman. It is true. It is empty of an universe. Paramartha, this is Nagarjuna's analysis. Paramartha, the ultimate truth, is empty. Why? It is empty of this universe. There is no universe in pure consciousness, in you. No effect in the cause. And the universe is empty of the ultimate truth. It's not that there is a wave out there which has some water. No. Water alone is. Apart from the water, what is the universe? What is the wave? Nothing. It's empty. What we take to be the universe before Vedantic analysis, that universe is actually empty. What exists is awareness, appearing to itself as this universe. Now, these questions we should deal with in the microphone. So please come, because otherwise I have to repeat every question. You can make a run for the microphone, those who have. You also can go.
When Shankara declares you remain, he doesn't mean Bill Davis remains. He means some kind of cosmic you.
He doesn't mean what remains?
When he says you remain,
yes,
he doesn't mean Sarvapriyananda or Bill. He means an infinite you.
Yes, but remember, infinite and cosmic are different. You mentioned cosmic. Cosmic means all of it together. The entire cosmos together. Stars and planets and universes and quarks and protons and blue whales and bacteria, all of it together is the cosmos. That doesn't remain either. Universal is not infinite is not cosmic. Cosmic is the collection of all individuals. When the individuality is negated, the cosmic is also negated.
So
what remains is an indescribable existence, consciousness, bliss.
It's personal but infinite.
It's not personal. It is the negation of the personal, negation of the cosmic. It is not Bill, it is not Bill's God, but it is what Bill's God and Bill really are. As Meister Eckhart said, the ground of my soul and the ground of God are one and the same ground. That ground is what we are talking about here. That ground appears as the wave and the lake. The lake is the cosmic. The wave is the individual. But water is the reality.
So this is a very special you.
Yes. It's the real you. It's the real you which bifurcates into the devotee and God. It's the real reality called water which becomes lake and wave. The lake is the cosmic. The lake is God. And in it, the waves are tiny individuals which come up and disappear, play around and disappear. The cosmic and the individual. And the wave is the devotee of the lake. But the wave and the lake are both water.
It's a very special you.
Yeah. And always, in everything, fall back upon consciousness. That consciousness is also existence. Whereas pure consciousness, pure being. It might sound abstract and very difficult. It is abstract and very difficult for the intellect to comprehend. It's beyond the senses. Mind cannot think about it, intellect cannot get it, but it is still entirely feasible for us to grasp it because we are it. We are it. Yes.
Swamiji, just want to share an analogy that I had heard from Swami Anubhavanand Saraswati ji, who had come to, I think, Vedanta Society of New York as well. He talked about that, say, for example, I'm a person, Sonali, but I appear as Sonali the wife, Sonali the mother, Sonali the employee, and those are my appearances / roles / functions.
Sonali the spiritual seeker, retreat attender.
Exactly. And these are dualistic in nature because the wife doesn't exist without the husband, the seeker doesn't exist without the guru, the employee without the employer. However, the only real entity in all of these roles and appearances is Sonali the person. All of these appearances depend on Sonali the person, but Sonali the person doesn't depend on them. They have come and gone. They can change, or they are changing all the time. The deeper reality is not changing.
Right. This is a very good example. So here, instead of Sonali the person, it is awareness.
Exactly.
And awareness plays all these roles. And it plays roles in duality. It appears as two. It appears as two. Now here also notice, the Buddhists are right. Sonali, the wife, and the husband, they rise and fall together, those identities.
Right.
The student and the teacher, they rise and fall together. The Buddhists are right that way.
Exactly. So that's the Chidabhasa, that's the reflected
Limited
consciousness.
and the duality, the object.
And the object.
Subject and object. They rise and fall together, but where? Rise and fall into Sonali, the person. Similarly, into consciousness arises subject and object, and this. But you are consciousness only. That's the beauty of Shankaracharya. He says, what remains after this is you. And he calls you Muni, Avashishtam Bhavet Muni. The remainder is the sage. Now you are the sage.
Right.
As long as you identify with consciousness, you are the sage. Notice also one more thing I will tell you, which is not done here, but if you think, very important. Notice the benefits, the immediate benefits of this. Notice at a deep level, all your problems are solved.
Right.
We notice this consciousness, non-dual, does it have fear of death? No. Fear of anything and anybody? No. What can harm it? Who else is there? What else is there? Desire for anything? You see, apart from world, apart from senses, apart from thinking, apart from memory, apart from likes and dislikes, you, the awareness, do you want anything? No. Are you anxious about anything? No. Are you excited about or tired of anything? No. What is there? Are you particularly eager to hold on to one particular state of affairs, like I must be happy all the time? No. It is nothing to you. Are you as awareness waiting for anything? No. God realization, enlightenment, and nothing. You can see everything that Shankaracharya sings, na dharmo, na chartho, na kamo, na moksha, chidananda rupa, shivoham, shivoham. From that perspective, neither wealth, nor enjoyment, nor even moksha is something that you want. That awareness, limitless, what does it want? With this, you go into the world of appearances, your own appearances. You're perfectly all right. Appearance. So there are two levels. One is literally, the question was, everything is a dream then? Two levels of answer to this question. The direct answer is, the highest understanding is, everything is you, not a dream, reality. Reality is you, consciousness. If that's not easily graspable, then everything that appears to consciousness is a dream indeed. Yes?
Namaskar. Come to think of it, if we say forget the pieces of this meditation and all that, if we remember these 7, like how...
That is far more difficult.
Oh, is it?
7?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a very analytical, philosophical mind, so this you take to this. But the continuously available consciousness is always available to you. How can you forget it? If you forget it, this meditation, suppose here somebody says, that was very nice. In Star Lake, Swami put us through a nice meditation. I felt calm and relaxed and heavy, especially I like the heavy and relaxed part. Everything was nice. But now I've forgotten. What did he do? Some kind of spell he put on us. I forgot. Now let me ask you. When you forgot and you got immersed back in the world, which inevitably all of us will, not just you, I also will get immersed. Let me ask you this question, very important. At that time when we are immersed in the world, is that vast lake-like consciousness still there or not? It's there. If we totally forget about it, is it still there or not? And is it all right or not? Yes, it's all right. And is it you or not? Yes. A ghost you is set up when we get immersed in the world, like a ghost. But that's not the real you. It's perfectly all right. The moment you remember, it is all right, it was all right, it's available to me right now, why not sink back into it? Anytime you want. It's done. What about the spiritual life, further worldly life? Go on. Worldly life, our physical life, our ethical life, our intellectual life, our spiritual life, devotional life, life of service, life of meditation, all of those can go on most worthwhile. Most worthwhile. This manifestation of consciousness, what is the most worthwhile manifestation? The 4 yogas. Remaining centered in your nature as consciousness. That takes an effort, mental effort, intellectual effort. That is Jnana Yoga. Remaining, keeping the mind, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, still and calm. That is Raja Yoga. Completely devoted as I, the little wave, to the God, the lake God. Individual to the cosmic. Full of devotion and love and seeing the same divinity everywhere, the same divinity in all beings. I have attached I have given my heart to you. What is that? First line? I join my heart to you, to thee, my Lord. That is Bhakti Yoga. What is that Lord? It is you, the consciousness, in association with the cosmos. You, the consciousness, in association with the upadhis of this body and mind, are you, the individual. But same you, with the association of the upadhis of the cosmos, is my Lord. And spend a life of blessedness and blessed service. Vivekananda said, let all vision cease. If you merge in samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, and leave this body manifestation and go away into the infinite, he says that's best. However, if you cannot, then dream but better dreams. This dream you said, this is a dream, but make it a little better. What is a better dream? What's the best possible dream? Unconditional love and service free. Endless love without any conditions. Whoever and everyone. And service free. Let this body go in service. When you are very strict Swami, who was head of our organization, or general secretary, we were all scared of him. I was particularly scared of me because I was very skinny. So I am fat actually now compared to what I was. And he used to always scold me for being skinny. So you have to put on 5 kilos. No spiritual instruction for you until you put on 5 more kilos. You're too skinny to be spiritual. He did say that, but he wanted all the monks to be big. So, for example, when he would give assignment of any difficult center, whom can we make the head of that center? He would say, give it to such and such. He's certainly fat enough. So that's Swami, somebody grumbled to him, there's too much work. And he growled back, exactly what I want, you rascal. Go work for Swamiji and die. That's exactly what I want. There's no greater benefit for you or for the world. Okay, question.
Okay, so I was thinking, like, if you have anything so that like a tablet, that we remember this all the time.
All right, you are one. Yes, this is good. This is a very good one. But most people here would say it's too difficult to remember. It's the entire course in Indian philosophy or in 7 stages. How can you keep all this in mind? Consciousness is ever available, easily so. If you have to remember one thing, that's one thing. If anything else that you have to remember, if it's something you want to hold on to, one practice, then mantra. It might seem completely beyond what we are talking about, but mantra actually, because the wave can take the help of the lake. Because we are so strongly grounded in this body-mind identity, we need help. And the help from the cosmic is the greatest help. Help from God is the greatest help. So good to be connected to God.
Okay, thank you.
I remember as monks in our ashrama, so after food we have to clean our bowls. And the tap sometimes had just a trickle of water. It scrub and scrub it difficult. And somebody said, the roaring Ganga is passing just 10 feet, just there. The roaring Ganga is going past. If you carefully just immerse your bowl once and take it off, I mean, we wouldn't do that, but if you do that, it will be cleaned in an instant. This little tap and dribbling water is your own spiritual effort. The roaring Ganga is Ishvara, Bhagavan. Surrender and hold on to the Lord, He will clean you thoroughly and deliver you to the ocean. Yes.
Pranam Swamiji. After doing
this is a song. Rama Krishna Puta Ganga Brahmananda Shagore Dhai. The holy Ganga of Ramakrishna is thundering towards the ocean of Brahman. Float in it, it will take you there. Yes.
After doing Sravanam and Mananam and doing some Nididhyasa, are there any signs that we are getting closer and closer to this ultimate realization? Just like when we are driving a car, as we are getting to the destination, the distance reduces. So for our sensory world, okay, we are on the right track or we are distracting.
Don't bother so much about that. The Shravana itself will tell you that it will dissolve this question. Are we getting closer? So what's your name?
Vijay.
Vijay. So how can you get closer to Vijay? If I ask you, by what practices, what are the signs that you are getting closer to Vijay? You say, Swami, it's a meaningless question. I am literally Vijay. I am one with myself. Similarly, Shravana will make it clear, you are this pure consciousness right now. All that we do is to remove the layers of ignorance away from it and see that it's already an accomplished fact. But however, that's the final statement. But your practical question is, right now in Vijay's life, what would be the signs? Yes, the signs are that our reactions to the world will become less intense. You know? The frequency, intensity, and recovery time. These three things will go. That's very nice. When Swami in Ashavidya, he put it so beautifully, nicely put it in this capsule.
That's the capsule I was.
It will go down. That is the practical. What does it mean? All our negativities, that's what we want to get rid of. Anger, impatience, anxiety, guilt, uneasiness, unhappiness, depression, frustration. These are the negativities. The frequency will go down. Earlier, suppose anger is the problem. Earlier I used to fly into a rage every now and then. Anything would trigger me. I'm off into a rage. Now, it is less. Maybe instead of once in the morning and once in the afternoon, it's once a week maybe. That's good. That's progress. Once a month maybe. Then intensity will go down. Earlier I would go into a towering rage in a flip just like that. Now it's a burst of irritation. That's good. That's good. That's progress. Not that it will immediately happen, because why will that not immediately flip if I realize this, if I'm very clear about Advaitic truth? Then why will it not immediately become totally peaceful and Jivan Mukta? Because the body and the mind are what? They are matter, they are jada. They are like machines. They have been put along a certain path and flowing in a certain way. To change the course takes time. Your understanding will trickle down to the body-mind the more you keep the mind immersed in this truth. So intensity will go down of the negativities, and the recovery time will go down. Earlier I would feel bad, I would get angry, and then I would feel justified, and then I would feel bad about it, and it would go on a long pattern today, tomorrow, day after, and then it will go away slowly. By the time it goes away, the second burst of anger comes. So the recovery time would take long. But now the recovery time is instant. They say saying in Bengali, Sadhur Rag Jalet Dag, like a flowing river. If you draw a line there, as you draw the line is erased. The anger of a sadhu, of a good person, holy person, is like a line drawn there. Angry this moment, next moment, perfectly all right. Not just anger, frustration, annoyance, fear, all of that. I have seen a monk of our order, I can vividly see it. We were watching a procession, a religious procession. But in front, there was this man with a sword. He was high on something, and he was doing a wild sword dance. And 4 people had tied him with ropes in some kind of performance, and they were holding him from 4 different directions so that he doesn't go beyond the limit of that path. And he slipped through the rope, and he rushed at us. So our Swamiji, who was the head of the ashram, a 70-year-old monk at that time, he was standing in front. I can tell you, he is the vice president of our order now, Swami Suhitanandaji. He was standing in front, and we as young brahmacharis, we are all standing near him and watching the procession. Suddenly, in an instant of, in a blink of an eye, that raging man was out of his senses. He came swinging the sword at us. We all jumped back instantly. This old man, I still remember, he trembled one instant, his foot stepped back one instant, then he stood steady. Absolutely steady, still and looking straight at that person who raged and roared and swung the sword around that old man. And we were hesitating and screwing up courage to go forward. We are supposed to protect him. By that time, the other people had come and they got the rope and dragged this man back. Now, I still notice how for an instant there was a trembling. That means he stepped back, he shrank back, and then he stood. Might have been certain death for him. If that sword had connected, would have taken his head off in a train. Absolutely unblinking. Such stillness. In that whirlpool of motion is an absolute stillness, an unblinking stare into, and a calm stare, not an intimidating stare. Very peaceful, impersonal, calm stare at that person. So that reaction time also goes down. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Swamiji, if you permit, one just follow-up with what Bill asked earlier, related to the sloka verse that we recited, right? Then finally, it is you who will remain, right? I mean, is it something like, what's the center of the infinite, right? Every point is a center of an infinite. Just like that, is it you, the consciousness, center of everything at that point of time?
Why don't you, instead of doing that, why don't you look back upon your experience? When I am seeing you, is consciousness plus this object. When I close my eyes, consciousness plus blank. If I make every sensation blank, if I stop thinking, if I stop remembering, if I lose my individual identity, I'm not aware of my body, what is remaining there? That is consciousness. That in association with Vijaya body-mind is Vijaya. That same consciousness in association with Sarvapriyananda body-mind is Sarvapriyananda here. That same consciousness in association with the cosmic Maya is this entire universe, time, space, and causation. It's the same consciousness. Call it consciousness, call it awareness. These are not correct words. Chaitanyam, Chit, Chiti, Bodha, then Samvit. These are the real words.
Thank you so much.
Swami, thanks to the scriptures and your amazing teachings, I think we all have a much better appreciation that our true nature is consciousness. That is one message that over the years you have instilled in us really amazingly, and thank you for that. What I have trouble with still, even as I make my journey on that path, just to understand that is my real nature, is that we are all one consciousness. And you see what happens in the world, you see what happens around you, you see yourself, how you behave with other people. And it is so far from being one consciousness. There are people out there trying to hurt you, there are wars raging, there are people killing each other. And you could, even that might be at a distance, even at a personal level, you see what happens around you and how you conduct yourself. And I have real trouble with saying we are one consciousness. So any advice, thoughts on that?
Actually, that proves it, that you are one consciousness. When in my personal level, as you said, when I look at what is going on in the world around, distant, nearby, plus how I myself am behaving, that gives you a clue to why those people are also behaving like that. I, the limitless consciousness, filtered through this personality, am behaving in a particular way. The seeds of this behavior are not in consciousness, are in the appearance. Similarly, the same consciousness filtered through those minds, they behave in that way. One bright white light coming through the stained glass windows of a church, for example. When you go inside the church, you get a brilliant display of red and blue and green and yellow and so on. Same light. So it is consciousness which projects these upadhis, this is minds, these traces in the mind. And then streaming through that appears as this cosmos. Now what is the solution to that? So this is the explanation. The moment you see it happening in yourself, you can immediately grasp why it is happening in this way. This particular stained glass window of this mind makes me, the impersonal consciousness, very much a person, Sarvapriyananda. And so it is for all the good people, for all the terrible people. It's the same impersonal consciousness streaming through those particular stained glass windows. Now what is to be done? First and foremost, from an Advaitic perspective, the answer from an Advaitic perspective is the realization that we are this one consciousness. So this distance between ourselves and this personality at a personal level, that I am not this personality. I am functioning through this personality, but I am not it. I am this limitless, this impersonal consciousness. So at a personal level, I see that I am not the personality. I am consciousness. And at a cosmic level, we are one consciousness. This is what Vivekananda called the divinity within us and the oneness of all existence. What is the divinity within us? Not the body, not the body, not even the mind, but the consciousness within us. That's the divinity within us. So when we recognize that, I realize I am not body, not mind, I am consciousness. Second, about the cosmos, it is one consciousness shining through all bodies and minds, not one mind. You see, we think about all of this and feel very good, and we think, so that feeling very good, peaceful, calm and quiet mind, but that's just the mind. That is not common to everybody, nor is it common to me. After some time the mind will get disturbed, but consciousness will not get disturbed.
So Swami, at the individual level, it's still easier to kind of deal with that. You say we are one consciousness, I'm not going to hurt anybody because we are all one. But then you see so many people looking to hurt you. And so that makes you wonder, how could we possibly be one consciousness?
Yes, we are.
When we are observing and just look at our own reactions. One
good way of looking at it, understanding this, would be a dream, for example. In your own dream, everybody, the person who's persecuting you, the person you love, the person you are indifferent to, and non-living things like stones and trees and sky and earth, everything is you. One mind. Is it not so? In your own mind, you can become one person and entirely another person, and interact and fight and like and dislike the other person. And then when you wake up, you realize the whole thing was an appearance, but the mind was real, which appeared in all those ways. This is analogous. I'm not saying literally it's the same thing. It's analogous. We can literally be the same consciousness and kill each other with hatred.
How should you react if someone is trying to hurt you?
Absolutely protect yourself. See, in two ways. One is, I am a sadhaka, I am a spiritual seeker. I can't allow somebody to wipe me out until I realize I am Brahman. After that, it doesn't matter what the body is. It can go.
So we are all in ignorance. We do agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why we are here.
Right. So we are here. And so we are progressing on this path. This is just one milestone on that path, this retreat. We have to protect ourselves. Because common sense, we have a goal. If you want to earn money, if you want to win an election, if you want to write a book, whatever you want to do, you need to protect yourself from forces, people, ill health, all the forces which will disturb your project. So you need to protect yourself. And so common sense always is important. when you are on your path to God realization. But when you are enlightened, you realize you are Brahman, no defense is necessary of this individuality. It can go. Then God will guide you and protect you. Now, as far as difficult people are concerned, your question was people trying to hurt you or create problems for you. Sri Ramakrishna has a very nice solution.
His Adda.
Three steps he has given. Master Mahasaya has pointed out Sri Ramakrishna's 3-step solution for difficult people. One is the sha. Three steps. Sha, that hiss, don't bite, and tiger Narayana. So the 3 steps. One is, first of all, first thing one needs to try out is to be patient. We are very impatient with others. We can all be a little more patient. Sri Ramakrishna says, forbear. In Bengali, sha, je shoy, she roy, je na shoy, tar na shoy. To translate that, he used to play with words. Forbear. The one who forbears persists, remains, survives. The one who refuses to forbear, put up with anything at all, perishes. So, forbear. He points out that Vivekananda, the Hindu race, forbear and has survived through millennia while others have come and gone. So too I would say the Jewish race. They have withstood so much through the millennia. Now, so that's one step. But that's not the end of it, because there are difficult people. If you try to forbear too much, they will damage you to such an extent that your life will become hell. So there, the story of the brahmachari and the snake, where the brahmachari told the snake that you don't hurt anybody. The snake took it literally, and then the naughty boy came and dashed the snake to the ground and broke its back. And then the brahmachari came and told him, "What is this? You told me not to bite. I told you not to bite, but I tell you not to hiss." So you must be a formidable person whom others will not mess around with. Often, when people mess around with us, we give some signals also off, which allow others to mess around with us. To a certain extent, you hiss. Actually, without intending to hurt anybody. Hiss means, now you interpret it whatever it will be, in an organizational context, in a family context, in a community context, in a national context. What is that the president said? Speak softly but carry a big stick. Lyndon Johnson or something? Theodore Roosevelt. Or who was that? Al Capone, the mobster. Al Capone, who said, what? You speak softly but carry a gun. So, something to learn from the mobster also. Yeah, so hiss, but don't bite. And then the last one, there are some people who are next level troublemakers. They can't help it. Could be mentally deranged, could be having a very difficult time, could be brainwashed. Then what do? So the next level way of dealing with it is, as Sri Ramakrishna said, tiger Narayana. Tiger is also Narayana, but you can't embrace the tiger Narayana. So from a distance you should bow down to the tiger Narayana. Keep at a distance, keep them away. Out of your sight, out of your mind, out of your life. Such people. Because you have a goal, you have to realize God. Sri Ramakrishna himself, Paramahamsa, Avatara, was most particular about whom he mixed with and whom he did not mix with. Some people, they would come to him to see him. He would take one look and say, "Go and take a look at the temples, walk around the garden, go."
Thank you so much.
The Holy Mother was not like that. So what if we cannot avoid that person? That's very difficult. If he's your boss, if you're married to that person, or if it's kids, you can't get rid of the kids. Yeah. But no, very difficult, very, very difficult. Any primary school teacher will support what I said. It's terrible, little monsters. But you have to understand what's going on and find out the proper strategies to deal with it. What else can you do? You have to deal with it. Yes, last one.
When you drew a distinction between inconsciousness versus to consciousness. And the way I translated that in my mind, I don't know if you will agree with this, is to, yes, it's in consciousness, but it's not happening to me. So if there's pain, I'm experiencing pain, but Bill isn't experiencing pain. Pain is in consciousness. So
Yes.
It's not personal.
Yes. It's an appearance in consciousness. So, for example, one way of applying these truths would be, as one sadhu said, keep things where they belong. One practical application of Vedanta is, he said in Hindi, Jo jahan ka hai Mahatma ji, usko wahin rehne do. Don't misplace things. So pain belongs to the body. But what do we say? I am in pain, ouch.
Right.
Let the pain remain in the body. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, let the body and its pain know each other. Oh, my mind, stay in bliss. It's not that you will not know the pain. You'll be aware of it. But there is a difference between pain and suffering. So you'll be aware of the pain as much as anybody else. But they said, no, pain may be there, but suffering is optional. There are different steps. One is, of course, first of all, stabilize. There is something at the physical level which you can do. Whether it's physical pain or mental pain. That's why I say mental illness and all. You take medicines. If it is severe, definitely take medicines. If you're taking medicines for physical illness, why not take medicine for mental illness? So stabilize the physical pain first, because that sometimes it may be unmanageable, especially if the person is not trained and overwhelming physical illness, sickness. At that time you cannot give, see the cause in the effect and then dismiss the effect, cause only remains. See, pain is there, you're in consciousness, the pain is appearing. He'll complain against you, sue you. So, step by step. So step by step, for example, I saw this one pain management thing in Arizona in a hospital. So they have introduced talk therapies, they have introduced mindfulness meditation. So, for example, how mindfulness will work is, our cognitive capacity is limited, even to notice pain. If you focus your mind on something, so much less cognitive bandwidth is left over to, see, it is hurting, it's awful. No, time is not there. So you anchor it to the breath or some activity. So what is chronic pain, it has to be managed. It will not go away easily. A very nice seminar was there on pain. So that is the yogic way of handling pain. Devotional way of handling pain would be to surrender to the Lord. You have kept me in this situation, I am fine with it. Let my mind remain, at least let me not forget you. Let the physical pain remain, let the stress remain. It will come and go by its own way. Not too much concerned with the pain of trying to remedy it. Do something, whatever is necessary, listen to the doctor, finished. But what we do, second opinion, third opinion, this medicine, that medicine, research on online. I've seen sadhus who are very common sense. And some physical ailment is there, old swamis I've seen. Their attitude is very simple. And it's a common attitude among all the old swamis I've seen. Physical illnesses are there. They will ask the doctor, who's often a swami himself. So they'll ask the doctor what is to be done. They'll prescribe some medicine. So I take that medicine and the rest I leave to prarabdha karma. Let me get along with my meditation, study, devotion and work. Work especially. Work is a great remedy for pain. If you're too busy, if there are too many people dependent on you, you really cannot pay too much attention, give too much importance to your pain or problem. All right, should we wrap it up? 11. Yes. Come, ask there.
It is always one object in our consciousness in that moment. Although I am saying that this world, this body, this mind is appearing, but when I am actually thinking it's in consciousness, it's always one. Is it that, right?
True. Our mind or consciousness, at one moment the mind can focus on one object at a time. It does not seem to be so, because the mind focuses on objects with such extreme rapidity that it seems we are aware of many things. But it's usually one thing at a time. Another way modern neuroscience puts it, modern psychology puts it, is that our cognitive capacity is actually very limited. Mihai Csikszentmihalyi measured it at 120 bits per second. That's actually very limited. You can listen to one person carefully, that will take up 60, 70 bits per second, and then you have about 40, 50 bits left over for personal awareness, that you exist as a person, that much. That's why two persons speaking to you at the same time is very irritating, because you cannot, it's overflowing your cognitive bandwidth. This is, yogis put it in one way, that one thing only can be there in your awareness at a time. And this is a very great secret which can help us. If you can control that one thing in your awareness, you have got the secret. This is the secret of yoga, not Vedanta. The secret of yoga is this: if you can control the one thing, if you can choose the one thing to be aware of, moment to moment to moment, we have the power of deciding what I will think, what I will say, what I will do. When? Now. And next moment. And next moment. It is the power of choice. By default, we give up, we surrender this choice. Whatever is coming, we are accepting. Whatever is coming to mind, we think that. Whatever comes from the mind to the tongue, we speak that. Whatever we become. The great philosopher, Parfit, Derek Parfit, someone else, he passed away recently, a British philosopher. He starts his book, Reasons and Persons. He starts it with, I am like my cat. I do whatever comes in my mind the next moment. So that we have surrendered our power of choice. When you take control of your power of choice, I will decide what will be in my mind now, at this moment. Our problem is, I will think of God all day long, and your mind inside tells you, you can't, you won't. You know you won't. But I will think of God one moment, just now. Om Namah Shivaya. Can I not do that? Everybody can do that. Then next moment again you have a new choice. If you fail next moment, third moment you have a new choice. Think about it this way. Moment to moment, if you choose what your mind is, attention is on. The most important currency we have is attention. Now whole IT industry, Silicon Valley is attention economy. How much of your attention they can steal away. So our attention, what I will give my attention to is entirely up to us. This is the secret of yoga. I'm quoting from the commentary to Yoga Sutra of Patanjali. Vyasa Bhashya commentary, there's a quote there. At every moment you have a choice to select what you will think of, what you will pay attention to. Could be a thought. And then you put Milton. The mind in its own place can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. How will you make a heaven of hell? By choosing the heavenly thought. If you don't choose, the hellish thought may come up. The hellish emotion may come up. The hellish memory may come up. Good. So what you have said is the secret of yoga.
So during meditation also, when we are meditating on something, even we are not aware of our breathing, right?
If you do it well.
Breathing is happening. But if even now, actually, when you are doing it, when you were saying to focus on this, actually, if you really focus on that, the breathing stops.
If you have intense focus, it will stop.
So it's always one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Come. Last question, yes. Okay. Strictly last question. Tell us your name and ask the question.
My name is Ruchi. Swamiji, I always struggle with, I've heard you say so many times, divinize the work that you do. Now, if I was in the medical profession or a teacher, I understand. But if I'm working in the financial services industry, I don't see any way of how I can divinize that work. I know I'm working for a paycheck. No matter how much I try to convince myself, how do I divinize this?
First of all, the real secret to divinizing the world is to first divinize your idea of yourself. I am not this body-mind personality called Ruchi. I am the consciousness functioning through this body-mind personality called Ruchi. And it's one pure, limitless, birthless, deathless consciousness, not as words, not as positive affirmations, as a fact which we sort of tasted today. That's who I am, functioning through this body-mind. If I am that, the moment my understanding of myself changes, then my understanding of everybody will change immediately. They also must be like that. As long as I am body, everybody is body to me. As long as I am a mind, a person, you're all persons to me. That's the level at which most of us, we deal with each other as persons. But when I am consciousness, witness consciousness, then everybody is consciousness to me. Yes. Automatically it will happen. Also, just one word, I'll end. This divinization of corporate world. Why not? Notice, Krishna taught Arjuna to divinize battlefield, the worst place in the world, most hellish place. There is God, there is the spiritual seeker in the middle of the battlefield. That's why Gita has been set in the middle of the battlefield. Divinization, we sometimes mistake our idea of divinization. We think it must be something pure, noble, nice. Everybody is chanting mantras and saying Om. Nobody is greedy, nobody will do anything wrong. When we see the whole huge structure designed just to generate profits mindlessly, so how can this be divine? It is. It is. It is the play of the Divine Mother. It's the Leela of God.
Can I convince myself by saying that my company, they say, gives away 100% of its profits to charitable purposes? Can I?
Yes, certainly. You can do that. If that's really good. But even if it did not, if it took 100% and the CEO stole all of it, it's still divinity in that way. What is it? What is it after all? It's pure being with that name and form. Whether it's Google or Enron. I think Google, they have a slogan, do not do evil, or something like that. Do not be evil. Whether it's Google or Enron, both are names and forms on the basis of pure being. So first, listen intently to Vedanta. Find your search for goodness, nobility, a high life. Find it in spirituality, in religion first. Don't look for it first in corporate life. Then you'll be disappointed. Find it in religion, in spirituality, in holy people, in your own life, and then look at everything else with a charitable eye. All of us are wending our way up to that divinity in ways crooked or straight. All roads run to thee, my Lord, as all rivers run to the ocean. Riju Kutila Nana, Trai Sankhya Yoga, Pashupati Matam, Vaishnavamiti, Prabhinne Prasthane, Paramidamada, Pathyamiticha. Ruchinam Vaichitriad, Riju Kutila Nana, Pathajusham, Nrinam Eko Gamya, Tvamasi Payasamiva. O Shiva, it's from Shiva Mahimna Stotra. It means that the three Vedas, all our Vedanta and everything, the Sankhya, the Pashupata, that is one branch of Shaivism, Vaishnava, worship of Vishnu, Krishna, Rama, all of them are various paths, all running to thee, my Lord. Then why various paths? If you are one Lord, why various paths? Ruchinam Vaichitra, because of our different tastes, different constitutions, different approaches, there are various paths, winding not straight, running to thee as all rivers flow into the ocean, my Lord. Yeah.
Thank you. Is offering the results of your work every day to God a way of divinizing?
Yes. Offering your resources, time, energy, skills. Yes, certainly. Battlefield of Kurukshetra, our lives only. Good. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.